You're listening to the Experience Pros radio show brought to you by Mass Mutual Colorado. Experience Pros, where business revolutionaries Angel Tuccy and Eric Reamer, best-selling authors of Lists That Save My Business and founders of Experience Pros University, are inspiring you to get your business right. Let's join Angel and Eric for today's program.
Hello, and how are you from the Experience Pros radio show, the most positive business talk show in America. We're here to remind you that small business is big business, and your business is our business. Okay, so on a scale of -10 to about 6, how do you feel today?
Oh, a -10 to about 6.
Right.
Because I'm not anywhere.
I'm not giving you a 1 to 10. No way.
No, because I'm nowhere up to. Actually, so I've caught a summer head cold, right, which is one of those odd things. Really power of deduction says that my daughter Lauren, who works at a preschool, she apologized because she thinks she gave it to me.
You're blaming Lauren.
No, she apologized to me. She thinks she wasn't feeling.
To that girl.
I know my twin daughters, Lauren and Alicia, turned 21 today.
Right.
Anyway, so summer had cold, and I'm not a big if I don't feel good, get me down kind of person.
That's
you kind of you drink some tea, you just do what you got to do, and
you live in Egypt. Right next to denial.
I am in a little bit of denial, and I was, day one, in a little bit of denial, saying that I wasn't sick, I just have some symptoms, and I think that's actually still true. I'm just a little under the weather, and Mother Nature is cooperating with me, too, because, it is a little under the weather.
It's a little blanket of...
Yeah.
Bleh.
But my friend Penny Brendan with the Connecting Experts,
yep, and
anybody who knows Penny knows this woman is she's just got this adventurous spirit about her that is just, people are just drawn to her.
Fun-loving giver.
She is. She's a giver. She's a connector. She's traveled the world. She's done so many things. Well, she did something to me last night that I had never heard of before.
So I got in the car and I saw her doing something with your ears.
Yeah, she cracked my ears.
What?
Charlie, have you ever heard of ear cracking? Cracking your ears?
That's voodoo, boogity,
yeah, I knew. The earlobes.
Stuff.
The earlobes. When you
they
go
were
and
meant to be suckled.
Get a massage and they come and they rub your earlobes. There's just something very soothing about that. This wasn't soothing. This was like grab them and crack them. Your little ears, but it really, something in my sinuses instantly.
From your ears.
From my ears.
The ears are not connected to your sinuses.
Well, I thought I knew that.
Yeah.
Now I'm not so sure.
If you got to get witchcraft and boogity boogity.
It wasn't boogity boogity, and it wasn't.
Penny Brendan's your girl. She's the one to do it.
Well, here's the thing. I asked her when, because she's done everything.
Right.
I thought, okay, somewhere in her past life, she was probably also a massage therapist or an acupuncturist, because when you see Penny and you meet her and you hear all the things that she's done, you just kind of assume that's in her bailiwick. I mean, she was a bartender, too. I mean, she's just done all this fun stuff.
Right.
She's the queen of connecting people with the Connecting Experts, putting on the Epic Summer Summit coming up on July 31st. She is looking for a few more vendors. It's only $249 to be a vendor at the Epic Summer Summit on July 31st. But she gave me this little head massage, acupressure, and I think that I am feeling much better.
Well,
I don't sound like it. It doesn't on the outward. I think it's kind of clearing up and coming out, and so I'm like on draining day.
It's all right. On draining day.
This is draining day.
From -10 to about a 6, where are you at?
I would say I'm a 5.
A 5? All right.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
Only because I would put myself up there. It is draining day. And here's the sad thing about when you don't feel good. It's the sounds. Like, you can't breathe, and so you're like got the Darth Vader breath, and the sounds of heavy breathing, and the nose, and you're constantly clearing your throat. It's the noises, I think, that annoy me the most.
Yes. Yeah. No, I get it. I do. I'm happy that you're feeling better.
I am. I got my ears cracked.
Yeah.
That was so. I never even heard of it.
Have y'all heard of cracking ears? I mean, seriously, if this is a thing that maybe, because if it's just witchcraft and boogity voodoo that Penny Brendan does.
Why do you even go there? Because I know that you have embraced some of the holistic therapies. You've done acupuncture.
Only when I'm in extreme pain.
Well, here's the thing: when you don't feel good,
desperation sets in, and you're
when
like,
you don't feel good, and somebody says, "I want to push here, poke here,"
shake
you're
that
like,
stick.
"Go ahead."
Yeah. But if you've heard of this ear cracking stuff, let us know. Drop us a note on Facebook and say, "Hey, it's good for this," or watch out because your ears could be connected to your sinuses or something.
My ears are connected to my tailbone.
They are not.
No, it was the only bone that I could think of at the moment.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, we got a good show today.
Absolutely positive business talk, good topics, good straight fun.
Straight fun? No, it is totally straight fun.
Fun.
That's how we roll. But then we got social media content ideas coming up. We're going to talk about more of your social media strategy because social media more and more is becoming a major part of your business plan. And so, we got your back, and we got your front.
And we got your
I want to check you for ticks.
Ears.
There's
new body parts.
Show like that. Never mind. All right.
Oh, you've been listening to that country music again.
Yeah.
Doing a little research.
I got to update the crowd. Didn't get the job.
Did not get the job?
No.
No way.
No, I didn't get the job.
You just don't want to tell us.
No, I truly did not get the job. It was the network that I would have been working for was just bought out by a bigger network, and that always provides interesting reshuffling of the deck.
Oh, so you're just in the not yet pile.
Possibly.
Yeah. When they go through all those changes and hiring and moving positions around, you're just not yet.
So
it still could happen.
I'm trying out for the hip hop and rap track channel. So we'll see what that.
We thought the
yo
country station was a stretch. There's no way. No way.
Sure there is.
No way.
We'll be back after this.
The Experienced Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Nyland's Collision Center is an award-winning body shop that takes great care of you and your car. This matters when your insurance company wants to take shortcuts. Nyland's Collision Center only uses manufactured parts. This matters when a cheap, ill-fitting part is available. At Nyland's, it matters. If it's not perfect, it's not leaving. 303-761-9219. 303-761-9219.
Hi, ladies. This is Angel, and I want to let you in on one of my favorite fashion secrets. It's my eyelashes. That's right, my eyelashes. I've been going to Carabella Studio for a full year, and ever since then, I've had nothing but compliments on my eyelash extensions from my friend Reggie at Carabella Studio. And my favorite part? No more daily hassle of applying and removing mascara. And all of the compliments I get. Get yours today. Call Carabella Studio today at 303-909-9585. That's 303-909-9585. And to ask for the Angel Eyes offer and get your new lashes for only $150. 303-909-9585.
Attention business owners. If you're waiting 30 to 60 days or more to get paid, Riviera Finance can turn your invoices into immediate cash flow. Let them help. Their process is simple and no debt is created. Riviera Finance is located right here in Denver. They've been helping companies across the U.S. for over 40 years. So if you bill on credit but need better cash flow, call Jack Loudon at Riviera Finance now at 303-409-7706. That's 303-409-7706. Or visit RivieraFinance.com.
Let's face it, gout's a pain. It's not just a pain in the body, it's a pain where it hurts most, your wallet. Gout sufferers miss work because they can't walk or type. Get the Kill Your Gout for Good video-based program right now and end the pain, embarrassment, and loss of income once and for all. Get Burt Middleton's special price offer by visiting his listing on the Extreme Customer Service Directory found online at experiencepros.com. The pain is all you've got to lose. Click on Colorado, search for Burt, that's B-E-R-T, and get the gout out.
Hi, this is Angel, and I've been in my home for 12 years now. When I think about redecorating, I just can't seem to get past what I've always done. Helene's Designs offers a fluff-it-up service for home decorating. She takes what I already have and rearranges just enough to fluff it up. Call Helene to get fluffed up at 720-233-7302. Helene's Designs is a full-service design firm that helps you turn your dreams into a reality. Call Helene's Designs today at 720-233-7302 or check out the before and after pictures online at helenesdesigns.com.
Run a business and have a life. You got into business so you could enjoy life, and Employer Essentials can help. They keep up with the ever-changing payroll and employment laws and requirements, as well as all those employee management issues. Employer Essentials is the answer you've been looking for to add payroll and HR solutions that offer you peace of mind and the time to do what you want to do. Employer Essentials, Denver's trusted local payroll and HR provider for 15 years. EmployerEssentials.com or 303-734-9436.
I'm Jason Lewis, America's Mr. Right, and I hope you'll listen to my show weeknights at 7 on KLZ 560, The Source.
Hi, this is Dr. Ivan Meisner, New York Times bestselling author and founder of BNI, the world's largest networking organization. You're listening to the Experience Pros radio show, the #1 best positive business talk show in America.
The Experience Pros Radio Show, home of the original Fan Braggin' Fridays. Take just 20 seconds to become a revolutionary by sharing a fan bragging story of great customer service on Facebook.com/ExperiencePros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show with Angel and Eric. Very nice to have you along with us today. Hey, do you blog? Do you put out social content? And if you do, is it sticky? Is it memorable? Is it relevant?
You know, I think that a lot of times it isn't.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of times we just have an idea or a schedule saying, okay, it's Tuesday, I've got to get my blog out. And so what do I want to write about? What do I want to write? What do I want?
And then you settle.
And you do. Yeah. And, you know, you don't go into it with what's my purpose, what's my goal, who am I trying to attract? And I fall into that trap myself because, sometimes we're just doing something because we know we're supposed to, and so there isn't a lot of forethought into it in planning.
Right. Well, got some ideas for you to come up with some things that might be, a jump starter or a spark for your creativity when it comes to blogging and or putting out social content. One of those things is post photos that have nothing to do with your product or your business.
Nothing?
Absolutely.
No.
Instead, those photos somehow convey the feeling behind your brand. Does your brand have a feeling?
Well, I always say that your brand is a promise.
Right.
It's what people think about you. Yep. From the moment they start to think about you, that's your brand. And it isn't. It doesn't have to do with your logo. It doesn't always have to do with your product and service.
Think of how Starbucks does, posts on Instagram. They don't just put photos of their coffee out there. They post photos of sunshine and warmth and good friends. For us, it would be anything positive. It would be, a handshake. We don't sell those, but it's the feeling behind our brand.
The feeling.
Yeah.
Feeling. And so photos, I think that this helps open up the window of the things that we can post and share because we always think it has to be a picture of our product or service.
Right.
And so it opens it up to even people using your product and service or the emotion that people get when using your product or service.
Yes. Does your company stand for something?
Or you'll fall for anything?
If something like that.
Something like that?
If your company stands for something, then you have opinions. You've got a culture, if you will, that is specific to, what's going on behind the reason why you do what you do.
I think a lot of companies are really involved in the community. They do have a thriving culture. Maybe it's something about helping children, saving the earth, clean water. There is always kind of like an underlying philanthropic, feel-good kind of thing.
So stick with me here.
Okay.
If you are strongly opinionated about a certain thing, your culture stands for something, does it stand to reason that there's probably somebody who stands for something opposite? It does.
Yeah.
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 I mean, you know, if I stand for kindness, that means that somewhere out there are haters.
Right.
Right.
Yes, absolutely.
So you wanna spice up your blog, your social content? Link to a controversial blog post, somebody diabolically opposed to what you stand for, and then take a stand publicly.
Okay, so for example, there's that whole Comcast issue these days of bad customer service.
Right.
And it's not the kind of thing that we would promote or encourage because we're about good customer service.
Correct.
But it's really easy for us to get on board and take a stand to the negativity and the the opposite of what Comcast.
This is what we can learn from this incident,
Yeah.
and link to the video or the audio of that type of a thing. You're picking up what I'm laying down. That's exactly.
Am I picking up what you're laying down?
You are.
Good. Do you want to pick up my Kleenex?
No.
No.
You know, what does Jimmy Fallon say? Ow. All right. Give a day in the life. Create a post that says it's a day in the life of. I'll bet you there are a million people out there who would love to hear a post of a day in the life of Angel Tuccy.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes.
Oh, no.
No.
No, but of Eric Reamer?
You downplay they simply wouldn't believe my day. But yours, they want to know.
No.
You downplay it, but I'm telling you. Give a recap of an average, typical day in the life of a graphic designer, author, CEO, or Angel Tuccy.
Oh, wow.
Ask for advice. You did that yesterday.
I did, and I got it.
Boy, howdy.
And you always do.
Right?
You always do. And I think this makes you more human. It lets people know that you are human. You don't have all the answers. You don't have all the ideas. You are open to other people's opinions and thoughts. We did put out, I needed some help and asked for some advice, and the answers came. But I see everybody does that. But here's the thing is that you kind of have to let your guard down. It shows some authenticity. You have to be a little bit more vulnerable and open when some of the ideas come. And and sometimes like you might want to have an idea, okay, well, what should I do about X? And then you get all these other opinions. You're like, ooh, I would have never done that.
Right.
But to be open to it. I think it opens up new ideas.
Be open. So there's some ideas for your social content. And when we come back, we're going to talk a little bit about, I give you an example of what I did once. I was the director of a nonprofit organization, and it was a live-in facility that had 40 washing machines and dryers, so 20 sets, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they almost all of them, I think we were down to 2, had gone on the fritz. They were broken down, old, because they were donated, and so they're beat. And we needed new washing machines and dryers. And so I wrote an article, and I said, please help, the future of our clothes is on the line.
That was very clever.
Right, it was, and it generated a ton of stuff. When we come back, we're going to talk to you about how to create a winning slogan on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
If selling is important to your bottom line in business, and it is, then how you sell is more important than what you sell. If your sales approach is old school and outdated, you're leaving money on the table. Sales expert Liz Wendling will absolutely help you update your sales language and transform your sales results. Stop sounding like everyone else in your industry and stand out, not blend in. Liz can show you how. Every minute you delay, you're losing money. Call Liz Wendling today, 303-988-9157, or visit online at evolvedselling.com.
Camp Experience is the place to develop new friendships, connect with like-minded women, and build alliances that will help get you to where you want to be, personally and professionally. This September retreat, held at Cheyenne Mountain Resort, has the feeling of a relaxed corporate women's retreat, bringing together community volunteers and civic leaders, women entrepreneurs, business leaders, and moms. Register today at campexperience.com.
Revitalize, release stress, and empower with Karen Corona's healing and transformational programs. Karen is a master healer and a teacher with 30 years experience providing holistic healing treatments, coaching, yoga, meditation classes, and retreats. Receive the healing inner tools you need to achieve your goals. Call Karen today and get started. 303-725-1119. That's 303-725-1119. Mention this ad and receive a free yoga class or a $150 coupon toward her upcoming healing and transformational retreat in October, set in the lovely Nuevo Vallarta, Mexico. Call today, 303-725-1119, or visit online at KarenCorona.com.
Do you want to meet some new people, make some great connections, and network with other business owners? Call me, Penny, today at 303-220-0366 or go to theconnectingexperts.com. Connecting people to people.
Make sure your marketing strategy includes search engine optimization and contact Colorado SEO at coloradoseo.com. You'll find a team of experts who have been connecting consumers online since 1996. You've created a commodity. Now get found. coloradoseo.com. coloradoseo.com or call 303-990-5934. Remember, billions are searching. Will they find you?
When you need a medical expert witness or someone to consult in your medical cases, you need MediPro Solutions. Let's face it, attorneys are busy and typically don't have the time to research the details of the medical aspects of every case. At MediPro Solutions, your medical legal consulting firm, they take care of every detail, leaving you and your lawyers to focus on the law. MediPro Solutions is owned and operated by licensed and board-certified physicians. When your case is on the line, call MediPro Solutions, 303-502-6735. That's 303-502-6735. Or online at MediProSolutions.com.
That's what a French foreign minister says in the main Drudge headline. There are 500 days to avoid climate chaos.
Dennis Miller.
So mid-June, mid-July, mid-August, mid-September next year, end of the world, right? But listen, they can't have it happen in August. None of the French will notice. They're all out of town.
The Dennis Miller Show, weeknights at 10 on KLZ 560.
The Experienced Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Welcome back to the Experienced Pros Radio Show. Very nice to have you along with us. Think positive. No pain, no gain. Dare to dream.
Oh, I like that.
Don't worry. Be happy.
Those
slogans that are sticky.
Oh, those are sticky slogans.
Right?
You can remember them. People, put them on T-shirts, on bumper stickers, on everything.
Yeah, absolutely. How do you create a winning slogan? How do you come up with something that is going to be perfect for people to remember, and then help also communicate what you do? Well, we got some tips for you.
I would love that.
Your slogan, in a business slogan, needs to explain what you do. It needs to explain your business. So, for example, our slogan, and now we've been through a number of series of renditions of slogans for our show.
Well, I think the thing I like about the slogans is, one does not have to fit you forever.
Right. No, and much like underwear, you don't want to wear that forever. You want to change them every so often.
You're comparing slogans to changing your underwear?
Well, you said one doesn't have to fit you forever.
Well, they don't. Each year we come up with...
There's no denying the logic.
Each year we change our slogan.
Underwear.
Each year?
That's
really?
what I'm saying.
Really?
So pay attention now, okay?
Okay, all right.
All right. For creating a winning slogan, it's got to explain your business. Ours started off with, we're creating a revolution in how people treat people in business.
Yes.
We still use that.
That is. I
like that.
It was kind of the original vision for the brand.
Right.
And it was sticky, creating a revolution in the way people treat people in business. Well, it was a whole lot of words, and sometimes we messed up some of the words.
And just a programming note, your underwear should not be sticky, your slogan should be.
And it should be changed more often.
Yeah.
Your underwear should be changed more often than your slogan.
Possibly. So here's the now pared down version of a slogan that we use every day, and we got down to 4 words.
Thanks to our friend Jerry Brown.
Right.
He gave a talk at our networking group and talked about having your brand, your slogan, your message, your tagline be down to 4 words: who you are and what you like, just quick and easy where people can get it.
Right.
And there are, if you start looking around now at some of the bigger brands, you'll see there's a lot of them that pare it down to 4 words. What are our 4 words?
We make you visible.
Oh, that is 4.
That's it.
We make you visible.
We make you visible. It explains my business. It tells me what, it tells people what we do, how we do it. We make you visible. So it doesn't explain everything. It doesn't answer all the questions, but it sure gives you a good head start that way. When you're brainstorming, you're trying to create these slogans, you're going to have to ditch the original attempts.
What?
Yeah,
The first stuff isn't good?
Very rarely.
No, it is.
No,
it is.
it really
you're right off the bat. You're going to come up with something brilliant.
How's that working for you?
All right, maybe not.
Let's talk about what Mrs. Carlson said in the 2nd grade. She was our English teacher. Well, she was all of our everything teacher. But she said when you're writing, you always have a first draft.
Mm-hmm.
And then you ditch the draft and you modify. You
always have to have.
Really good advice here.
Okay.
Your first 10 or 15 things you think of probably need to be thrown in the garbage, but it's coming, and chances are you're working on coming up with something really, really good. But don't get so attached to the first draft.
That is very good advice for you, Eric.
What do you mean?
Because you get really attached to your first draft.
I change my underwear more often than once a year.
You know what? You might. I'm not going to, comment either way on that. But you do get really attached to your first draft.
What are you talking about?
You come up, you're like, Angel, here's this idea. I will. But you're like, you're always shooting me down. And so my response to you is going to be, it's your first draft. Come back. I think you can do better.
Okay, all right. All right. Here's the next thing for writing a winning sticky slogan. Be authentic, be creative, and be brief. Authentic, right? So you got to be true to yourself and true to your brand, to the culture of your brand, right? Be creative. Future of our lines closes on the line. Creative, right? Don't worry, be happy. Creative.
That is creative. Short and sticky.
And then be brief.
Change your underwear.
Your briefs, at least.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And then, of course, wrap it around your company's culture. Make it a part of your company's culture. It's not just you're describing your company culture, but your company culture describes it. It's one and the same. All of our staff know, use, we eat, sleep, breathe, and drink. We make you visible. Right? It is a part. Once you get it, it's as important as the air that you breathe.
Well, and everybody does get it and can share it. But so often, our message, it takes 45 minutes. How often do you meet somebody and they say, oh, it's kind of complicated what I do. It's pretty, I need to have some charts and graphs. I need to take you through my PowerPoint. It's going to take me 45 minutes to explain what I do. The heckles go up on all of us when, okay, so I have to sit down with you. You're going to have to explain it, which means you're going to use words and charts, and it feels a little tricky and it feels a little sneaky. Can you just tell me quickly, easily, what you do, why this is going to make my life easier, faster, better? And think about this, because you don't always have the 45 minutes. You are going to grow your business to a place where you have to duplicate your efforts,
right,
either using marketing, other staff members, advertising, all of that, where you've got to be able to get that message out succinctly where other people can grab it. And yes, your story is a big piece of it, and when you've got the time, you get to, once you've got them in,
well, that's
you can
just
share
it.
The story.
Yeah. Storytelling is part of branding, and it's an essential part, but people don't have time for that on a first date.
No, you've got to be able to grab them initially, so it can handle. Do you remember the telephone game? Do you remember you would sit in a circle and you would whisper a message into somebody's ear?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I do.
You do?
You want to play it?
Well, it's like a camp game, and so I don't know now if the telephone game do they still play that? Cause
yeah, they still play.
Different.
Sure. Well, the phone's different, but the same thing applies.
So once the message gets around to the end of the circle, how close is it to the original message?
I think we should do this right now.
Tell
me something, and then I'll tell it back to you.
Well, no,
then you can tell it back to me, and we can tell it back to you, and we'll go 10 rounds and see if it's close.
Here's the thing: is when I tell you, I know you got my message.
Tell me something. Anything.
No, hold on.
Okay.
I don't have something.
Okay, well, you just said, when I tell you, I know you got my message.
Right.
Okay, so now I'm going to say it back to you.
Mm-hmm.
All right?
Mm-hmm.
When you tell me That's the way it's going to be.
Right.
See? It's already working.
It's already.
The telephone game is already working.
Yes. And so we put it into our own words. We phrase it in a way that makes sense to me.
You come back to me.
So you got what I was going to tell you.
Okay, and then I'm going to tell you back. What I say is law.
Well, not the law. That's not what I said.
Pretty much.
That's not what I said. No, you totally.
Oh, see the telephone game.
Now it just broke down.
It still works.
However.
Yeah.
You have something short and sticky and easy to share, then people can share it, and it does make it through the telephone game.
I have something short and sticky and easy to share. Ladies and gentlemen, Angel Tuccy.
I am a little sticky today. Don't touch me.
Ow. We'll be right back on the Experience Pros Radio Show.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
3 major networks have joined forces to create one epic event to keep your business on track through the summer. On July 31st, join the Connecting Experts, Experience Pros Radio Show, Infinite Nation, and the best professionals in Denver at the Inverness Hotel from 4 to 7 p.m. You'll be connecting and keeping your goals on track. Vendors can sign up to participate for only $249 by calling Penny at 303-220-0366. That's 303-220-0366. And tickets for the Epic Summer Summit are $25. They can be purchased online at infinitenation.com. We'll see you at the Epic Summer Summit on July 31st.
Design, implement, and support. If you have a computer, a cell phone, or a tablet, you have a network. Hi, this is Eric, and I've got great news for you. Your network has a guy. For the last 15 years, Brad Binkley of Binkley IT has served his clients without killing their budget. Brad can effectively manage a network of up to 50 computers, typically for about 2 to 4 hours a week. Huge savings, no sacrifice. Call Brad today for your next IT partner, 720-254-1057. That's 720-254-1057. Binkley IT, solving the IT puzzle, one piece at a time.
You want your family photo, sports memorabilia, or art framed? I'm Brian Hart, owner of Frame DR. At Frame DR, we truly care about what you're bringing in. Whether you're framing a picture of your children or a large order for your company, we are set up to handle anything. As a 2-time Channel 7 A-List award winner, you can trust us with your framing needs. Call me, Brian Hart, right now, 303-722-1525. That's 303-722-1525, and let me know what you need framed.
Cheers, Experience Pro listeners. My name is Lisa Voss, and I'm the owner of the Denver area Tilted Kill Pub and Eateries. I'd like to personally invite you to check out the most vibrant happy hour in Denver. Each kilt features a tremendous selection of cold Colorado craft beers, as well as 6 delicious new appetizers priced from $2 to $5, such as our tasty whiskey beef skewers. Join us for happy hour 3 to 7 p.m., 7 days a week at either location, downtown on the 16th Street Mall or in the Denver Tech Center. I'm Bellevue and Ulster, Tilted Kilt, for cold beer never tasted so good.
Where do you go when the bank says no? Every business needs money, and yours is probably no different. What's that you say? Your bank backed out on a commitment to you? Our friend Steve Replin has the answers to your financial questions. Steve's new book, Where to Go When the Bank Says No, is the authoritative guide to finding you the money you need now. Where to Go When the Bank Says No, available right now at hardmoneybooks.com. That's hardmoneybooks.com. Where do you go when the bank says no? hardmoneybooks.com.
Can you imagine going an entire day without your phone or computer? Crazy, right? How else would you communicate with your team, contact that client, or even get paid? Absolutely nothing happens when you don't have technology in your lap. Even a slow-running computer can stall your progress. And when your software doesn't sync, nothing seems to work out. You've got a technology partner like no other with C-Squared Computer Consulting. C-Squared is your business pain reliever. Solve your pain. Call C-Squared at 303-933-1113.
Join me weeknights at 7 for the Jason Lewis Show on KLZ 560, The Source.
Every business has its own unique set of challenges, and yours is no different. The Experience Pros are your collaborative partners as they present solutions to common issues in business. And now, it's time for Up and Over from Down Under, featuring serial entrepreneur Michael Russo.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show with Angel and Eric. Very nice to have you along with us. Time to go all the way around the world to Adelaide, Australia, where it's sometime in the middle of the night, but there's a guy who wants to talk to us.
Michael Russo. Hi, Michael.
Who's that? Oh, who's this guy? Tell me. I want to know.
Hey, what's going on, Michael?
Oh, what's going on? What's going on? Hey, I've got some great news to share with you today. We've had a wonderful thing bless our town. Krispy Kreme has come to town. They opened up their brand new shop this week. I assume you're familiar with this brand?
Well, I remember when Krispy Kreme came to Denver. People camped out for days, for weeks. They had to have the police monitor the lines.
Traffic.
The traffic was insane. Is that the way it is there in Australia?
Unbelievable. That's exactly what's happened here. And here's what I don't understand. I've tried Krispy Kreme maybe once or twice in my whole life because I don't have access to them. You know, the only time I've ever tried them was when we were in the US, and I think one time coming back from Sydney because they've got a small store in the Sydney airport. So here's my question. Where do all these people find out about this stuff? You know, how is it all of a sudden Krispy Kreme shows up? They've done no advertising. Like, seriously, I've heard them on the radio featured on the news section. So it's not like they took out 3 weeks worth of ads and were blasting the airwaves. They actually got featured on the news section, Krispy Kreme store opening. Next thing you know, it's on the news, people camping out overnight, all sorts of crazy things. So I guess, I get sent down there to go and get a box of donuts by my kids who are already indoctrinated. The store's been open 2 days. And I'm sitting there thinking, what in the world are they doing that the rest of us aren't? That's what I want to know. That's the big question.
Yeah, because really what we're talking about is a donut. It's sugar and flour and grease.
But they have created this frenzy of everybody who's got to have it now. And you're right, Michael. And people are talking about it and sharing it and getting everybody else to come. And when we're talking about marketing and making sure that our brand is visible and we are all trying to create this frenzy around our own products and services, yeah, what is the secret sauce to Krispy Kreme?
Well, I don't know about the secret sauce, but certainly the glaze on top, perhaps. I've got 5 tips that I came up with after driving myself crazy, looking at all these people trying to get this blasted box of donuts, which I still haven't secured, by the way. First thing is probably consistency. I mean, whenever you look at a great brand, they've always got great product consistency. You think of McDonald's, wherever you go in the world, wherever I've been the last few years, Singapore, US, Canada, Fiji, wherever we went and there was a McDonald's, we always had the same experience.
Sure.
So consistency is a big thing. Culture, if you have a look at great brands, they have this way of embedding themselves into our lives, particularly if you've got brands that have been around for sort of 30, 40, 50, 60 years. Most of us remember them from our childhood, breakfast cereals and drinks and, toys and things like that. Are you getting what I'm saying here? It's part of our, almost part of our life as we've grown up.
Michael, what you talk about culture is we've been talking about it even this morning. On the show, this culture that whether you have one or not, you know about it.
Exactly, and it's as if your life can't go on without. I mean, Apple's a good example there. You think about the iPhone, people just about die when they lose their phone. Well, what am I going to do? I can't live without my phone. That's the sort of culture that it creates. The next thing would probably be street cred or referability, credibility, shareability, whatever you want to call it. Basically word of mouth. In the last couple of days, I reckon I've had at least half a dozen people tell me about the Krispy Kreme store opening, a couple of them from me in my own family. But it's just the word of mouth from it has been absolutely phenomenal in only a few days. It's great brands have great word of mouth. Reputation too. When you look at a great brand, they've generally got a good story. We talk a lot on this segment about having a great story to tell, making sure your brand is a great story. When you're doing video marketing, you've got a great story. Whatever you're doing, you've got a story that people want to listen to. And most, brands that we would say, yep, they're something that we would call brand power. They're the leader in their field. They've always got a great story. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, absolutely. And everybody knows this story, or at least a version of the story.
Yeah, or a version of the story is probably good, yeah. customer focus too. When I say customer focus, I don't mean that they have the best customer service in the world. I guess I mean from the point of view that they know their customers. They know what we want. They know that, we want the little glaze on top. They know that, 25% of us are going to buy the little chocolate-topped ones. Apple knows exactly what sort of apps we want, when we want them, how we want them, and they provide it for us before we even ask them. They know what their customers are looking for. And a great brand tends to have those 5 qualities embedded in their company culture. Now, I don't imagine they'll start out that way. I'm sure it's something that they gain over time. And I think probably if we were to have another one in there, it'd be time. If you've got a company that's been around for a long time, that's got a good history, they've generally worked out the bugs in their branding. So they have, miles ahead of the competition in their local markets, if that makes any sense.
They do, but they've got time on their side. They've been around. They have worked out the tweaks. They've managed to create, their marketing message because they've had time. Some of us need to get there a little faster.
Yeah, and look, and see, this is where the thing is, though. You don't, if you're a small owner-operator business and you're sitting there thinking, all right, well, Krispy Kremes or Apple or Coke or all these other companies, I can't compete with those. Well, you don't need to compete with those. All you have to do is apply the same principles for your brand in your particular area, and you can actually be competing on a much higher level with your market and your local competitors. And that's all you really need to do. I mean, not everybody wants to build a big international brand. You don't need to be successful. So all you have to do is take the traits that work for these big companies and employ them in your own business. And hopefully you'll have people camping out to come to your store next week.
We would love that. Wouldn't that be, well, I don't know. I think it'd be a little freaky if we found out people started camping out. But at least, people were talking about us and showing up. That'd be a good start.
Yeah, that'd be good. But, these donuts, probably the thing that got to me most about it was the marketing. I didn't see any marketing at all. And then all of a sudden I heard it on the news. That's probably the thing that impressed me the most about what they were doing. I heard it on the news. The next thing you know, everybody I'm talking to is sort of saying, we've got to go to Krispy Kremes. And seriously, where it's located in town, it's on one of the main streets, and there's not a great deal of parking. So there's nothing, as far as the eye can see, you've just got cars lined up and down the street, and they're all there for Krispy Kreme because you can see all the people leaving their cars.
Well, yeah, and you don't want to be
down the street
left out, right? There's an element that, well, everybody else is, and so we should too, because we don't want to be left out. Michael, we had a guy who started a company years ago. He didn't do any marketing. He didn't have a website. He didn't have any of the checklist of things you should do for marketing. But man, he had a raving fan club that just kept him in business. And and every now and then you get somebody who doesn't follow the norm, but yet they hit that sweet spot with their customers, and it's magical.
Yeah, and I think whenever you see somebody like that, because it's funny you should mention that, because I was talking to somebody similar to that earlier on this week in Jakarta, and they tend to have, if nothing else, that one trait about customer focus. They know their customers, they work with their customers, and everything's about them. And I think, if nothing else, that's the glaze on top that you're looking for.
The glaze on top. Well, we all need a little more glaze. I'll tell you what, my kids still love going into the Krispy Kreme donut, watching the machine make the donuts as they kind of go through the conveyor belt, and they grow, and then they heat, and then they sugar the glaze.
The traffic dies down, by the way.
And eventually it does. But they still give away a free hot donut if you go in and watch them cook them up right in front of you.
Is that right? You see, I don't know any of these experiences because I've never had the opportunity. And this is what I don't understand. All of these people suddenly are drawn to this store. I'm like, well, where have you heard about it? Where have you tasted them? What have you been doing that I haven't been doing, that you've been trying Krispy Kreme and I haven't? I feel like I've missed out, part of my childhood is missing because I haven't had Krispy Kreme.
Well, don't grow up too fast, Michael, because in the next 6 months you'll be able to gain access to the store and get yourself a box of them for yourselves. Michael, you always bring great points. You take contemporary today's news and turn it into a marketing tip that is brilliant for us. Thank you so much for joining us today.
You're welcome. The PDF is available online, Experience Pro's website there. You just could look for contributing host, and there's a whole bunch of content and tips and stories and strategies and email links and all sorts of things that you can have a look at that'll help you with your own marketing. So There you go.
Michael Russo, michaeldrusso.com. We sure appreciate you. Go back to sleep now, buddy, and have a good rest of the night as we continue on our day here. By the way, we're going to talk to you about one of the biggest things that you have, gold. Gold for you, customer testimonials, next on the Experience Pros Radio Show.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
Networking is full of myths. Bring lots of business cards. Be sure to meet at least 10 new people. Have your 30-second sales pitch ready. Your network is your net worth, but only if you're networking with your A-team. Take the guesswork out of your networking by joining Extreme Relationship Management. It's transforming the way people are networking. It's way more fun than drive-by networking and doesn't waste your time handing out stacks of business cards. Check out ExtremeRelationshipManagement.com for their next event. ExtremeRelationshipManagement.com.
Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe is the official fitness sponsor of the Experience Pros Radio Show. This is Angel, and Orange Theory is the energizing group fitness concept that is sweeping the nation. Experience the Orange Effect at the location Eric and I work out at. It's Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road. You'll see more energy, visible toning, and extra calorie burn for up to 36 hours after your workout. Call for a free Saturday session at 303-645-4290. That's 303-645-4290. We'll see you at Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road.
If printing is an essential part of your business day, then RMK Cartridge is your lifeline to success. Hi, this is Eric, and Angel and I wouldn't think of running our business without having RMK Cartridge on our speed dial. Remanufactured ink and toner cartridges are just the beginning. Free delivery and award-winning service coupled with 30 to 50% savings over original manufacturer products means that we're saving time, money, and space in the landfill all at once. Treat your printer to the best. Contact the guys at RMK Cartridge at 303-781-2076 or on the web at rmkcartridge.com.
Would you know what to do if a coworker started to feel dizzy and complain of chest pains? Starting CPR while waiting for an ambulance to arrive can double the chance of the victim's survival. Safety Solved can help. We provide customized on-site training, including both professional and basic CPR, AED, and first aid, with American Red Cross and American Heart Association trainings. We also facilitate first aid kit and AED equipment programs. Let us make your safety and wellness programs complete. Call today, 303-257-9589. That's 303-257-9589. Or online at safety-solved.com.
Testosterone therapy. We've all heard about the benefits, but which method is safe? Hi, this is Dan Denai, Chief Operating Officer with BioT Medical. At BioT, we've developed the safest, most effective way to balance your hormones. Unlike synthetic shots, gels, and creams with many dangerous side effects, bioidentical, natural testosterone pellets are safe and beneficial to the heart, bones, brain, and prostate. Go to biotmedical.com to learn more. That's BIOTE medical.com. BioT, it's the right choice.
You keep wondering about refinancing options. You know rates are low, but don't know how to go about getting the best rate and best type of loan for your situation. What do you even need to get started? Wonder no more. Go to CherylAnswers.com. Cheryl of ALMC Mortgage has put together a checklist of what you need to know and frequently asked questions when it comes to your mortgage. Get answers. Go to CherylAnswers.com. CherylAnswers.com.
LMB number 100020432. NMLS number 266695. You can check the licensing status of your mortgage loan originator at dora.state.co.us.
Leaders, listen up. You want to get the very best from your people, and See It Thrive can help. Address personnel challenges with confidence and unleash the best performance out of your organization, team, or individuals. See It Thrive helps you realize the possibilities of your team coming together as an unstoppable force. Reduce conflict and empower transformation. Because you work with people, make the courageous choice to see it thrive. Call Sue Kenfield today at 303-791-2807. That's 303-791-2807. Discover and sign up for upcoming workshops at seeitthrive.com.
Wake up with Randy Corcoran, early mornings at 5 on KLZ 560.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Any way you want it, that's the way you need it. Any way you want it.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show with Angel and Eric. Gosh, we're so thankful that you took time to tune in today and listen to the most positive business talk show in America. Customer Gold Testimonials.
Oh my gosh, those testimonials are golden, and we get them in person. You know, people will brag and gush, and you guys were amazing, and I love that, but we don't tend to capture those testimonials, and they're fleeting, and then it's gone, and the moment is gone, and, you know, time goes by, and we're like, somebody will say, well, has somebody had a good experience? Wouldn't it be nice if we had already captured those either on a video, got them to write something, and had them in a public place to share them?
Absolutely, and there's lots of ways that you can try to capture these testimonials, and then what you do with them is equally important, I believe. Jeff Motter, the CEO and Chief Marketing Officer of East Bay Marketing Group, says this: the best way to get reviews is to ask for them, and the best time to ask is when you finish the job and you're with them face to face. This is when the gushing happens, right? We're making an assumption. We're making the assumption that you're good at what you do, you're great at what you do, you create an experience that make your clients go, wow. And that's the point at which you ask them, hey, would you mind either writing that down? I like to ask, would you mind if I wrote that down? May I write that down and attribute it to you?
Yeah, and I think that's a courtesy that you lend to them. I will write it down. I'll take care of that for you. That's a piece of the customer experience. You said it, but let me make your life easier. Let me do that. Let me take care of it.
Now, it's a little awkward, but it's very powerful if you carry a video camera, and all of us have those in our phones, to say, wow, what you're saying is such a blessing to me. Would you mind? Can I record that?
Can I record that? And you know what? They love it.
They do. Sometimes they're like, because it's not as authentic. They start to think about. No, yeah, they do. They start to think about it, and they're like,
they do. They do. You know, what do I want to say? You know. No, but because you just videotape people, and it's just random. Like, you just want to capture it. But asking,
every tall block.
Can I grab that? Can I videotape you saying that? They do for a moment. They're like, oh, what did I just say?
Right.
I don't even remember.
Because it wasn't scripted.
Right. And so the video of it doesn't come across. It does come across a little bit awkward, but it's okay. It totally is okay. You can dismiss the awkwardness. We're not after. It doesn't have to be perfect. You're grabbing their words. You're grabbing somebody else saying something nice about you. And if it is a little awkward, if it does feel a little funny, nobody else, that's your own baggage. You got to get over that and it just be okay with it.
Absolutely. Here's another point that makes it easy, and that's to make it easy. Right? You want to make it easy for your customers to say something nice to you. Of course, there are sites like Yelp and such that offer an opportunity to send them to your Yelp site or whatever. But here's an even better way. Create a form for somebody. Or if you want to go the old-fashioned way and do it by paper, have just a 2-question form. What did you like and why? Right? And have them fill it out, and they will.
I got a survey from Orange Theory Fitness this week, and it was a 1-question, and they said here's the survey. It's only 2 questions. It will take you this long. I loved that because I get the Starbucks survey. That thing asks like a jillion questions.
You're there for 15 minutes.
And it's 15 minutes, and I will tell you, and I've told them
it ain't worth the buck.
It's $1 off my coffee. Yeah. No, thank you.
Right. Yeah. So, but make it easy. So if you've got an opportunity to do a form, I'm actually going to create a form on the Experience Pros page, where people can fill it out and just give a review or a testimonial. It's quick and easy. All right. Offer incentives if you're not getting the volume of testimonials that you're wanting. Bait them. Give something away, Fill this out, we'll give you $1 off your drink.
I was somewhere, they offered me a bottle of wine if I would do a Facebook review.
Would you do it?
Well, here was the downside to that, is that from my mobile phone, you can't do a Facebook review. You can write, but the actual review wasn't available on my phone.
I can teach you how to get around that.
So... Well, she couldn't, and I walked out empty-handed. It was a little disappointing.
Well, here the next time, just open up your Safari browser and go through it like a website instead of like through the app.
Okay, so
I need a bottle of wine.
Here's the thing. if you're going to offer an incentive and you're going to ask people to do something, you got to know how they can do it. So when they come up and say, I can't do it, and she says, yeah, you can't do it from that.
Oh, you coulda.
It coulda.
You coulda.
Shoot.
You've got a computer. That thing is more powerful than what took them to the moon.
But there's the thing. If you're gonna have hoops for customers to jump through, this is where you lose me most of the time.
Go back to step 2. Make it easy.
Yeah, but I had somebody who wanted to give us my daughter was getting a birthday haircut. It was in her birthday, and she's like, "Will you get the free birthday haircut? But you got to sign up for our newsletter." Okay, so I pull out my phone and I sign up for the newsletter. Well, now they've got to send you the email. Okay, well, all right, so
now you got to confirm.
Now I got to get the email, and I've got to print out the email. I'm here. I'm in the store.
Make it easy.
I'm like, I was ready to pay full price. You offered me the discount. Now you made it so hard for me to get the discount. That really frustrates the heck out of me.
Absolutely. Here's a great way. What's the most favorite thing people like to hear? Their name, right? They like to talk about themselves.
Oh, yes,
right?
yes.
So you want something, you want their testimonial. They're saying nice things about your business. Offer to spotlight them.
Ooh.
So you pull out your handy-duty video camera, your phone, whatever, and you say, would you mind saying that back into the video? When the red light goes on, you say that again. I'd be happy to. And then when it's done, you sit there and say, do I have your permission? May I post this on my website? And by the way, may I feature your business in the blog post? It's going to be about you. It's really about them, but it's about you.
Well, anytime that you can highlight somebody else, always is a great thing, because you elevate them, it elevates you at the same time. Having, anything that is kind of a bonus for doing business with you, especially if it's repeat business.
Absolutely.
We are all working so hard to get new clients, but we have to remember that our existing clients are somebody else's prospect.
Yes.
And so you think about how hard you work to get that new client, and so it's really easy to steal away your existing client, especially if, they're wooing and you're just kind of going, yeah, I already got that.
Here's a really cool thing. If maybe they're a little hesitant to jump out and give that video testimonial or whatnot, create a short video. By short video, I'm talking about 30 seconds or less. And during that video, you interview the satisfied customer, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you call out their business name once or twice in the middle of it. So now you've taken all the pressure off them. You're doing the talking. You're the interviewer. And just pretend you're my customer, Angel. And I would say, Angel, thank you so much for allowing me the opportunity to work for Experience Pros. It's wonderful. What do you do at Experience Pros?
And I answer that question.
Okay, well, we were doing the interview, but yes. And then I would say, thank you so much, Experience Pros rocks, and it's over and done with.
Nice.
Post it on video, it's quick and easy. Yep. So there you go. Opportunities to capture reviews and testimonials and then put them into play. If you create a video, put it on YouTube. Put YouTube onto your website. Share it to your social media. What have you done? You've created a trail that's going to help you.
A trail.
Yeah.
A trail that leads back to happy customers. A lot of times people want to know that other people have done business with you. We're kind of doing our due diligence, right? Yeah, I like you, and I think, what you say is going to really work for me, but have you done it for somebody else? And we want to know, it's kind of that the sociology of it. Do other people feel this way about you too? Because we want to be a part of something bigger, and if you've got a bunch of testimonials, a group of other people, then we don't want to be left out.
No, we do not want to be left out. We don't want you to be left out either, but we do have to take a quick station ID. We want to thank you for tuning into the Experience Pros Radio Show, the most positive business talk show in America. And when we come back, more positive business talk, because guess what? You deserve it. We'll be back after this.
This has been the Experience Pros Radio Show with business revolutionaries Angel Tuccy and Eric Reamer. For more information, you can contact Experience Pros by calling 720-344-2446 or visit them on the web at experiencepros.com, facebook.com/experiencepros, and twitter.com/experiencepros. What are you waiting for? Join the revolution.
KLZ.
Never forget that. As long as I live. It was a moment. It was a moment that changed my life.
We looked down from the chopper and saw the whole area was flooded.
At that moment, it really hit me. This is why I joined the Guard.
People had gone up to the rooftops to escape the rising waters. Talk about intense moments. We had to lower the guys in line some 30 feet down.
This is where teamwork and training really paid off.
It took steady nerves and steady hands for the chopper pilots to hover like that. No question, guard pilots are the best in the world. I couldn't believe it. I just saved a life. What could be better than serving the people of my hometown?
In the National Guard, you serve your community as well as your country while you work or attend college. In return, you gain skills in which you can build a career and receive benefits that can help you pay for college. Learn more about what it means to be a citizen soldier at nationalguard.com.
Sponsored by the Colorado National Guard. Aired by the Colorado Broadcasters Association and this station.
This is the legendary KLZ, AM 560, KLZ HD Denver, and online streaming at 560thesource.com. Since 1922, KLZ Denver.
This is the Blaze Radio News. I'm John DeMaster.
The border is secure.
Senate Majority Leader Harry Reid with that comforting statement to reporters as illegal immigrant children continuing to get shuffled around our country. This comment causing conservative commentator Charles Krauthammer to ask,
you've got to wonder, whether he's really on his medication or not. I mean, that is so detached from reality.
Krauthammer, a guest on Fox News. The fighting continuing between Israelis and Palestinians. The Blaze's Sharona Schwartz is in Israel.
Hamas continuing its massive barrage on Israeli communities, and the Israeli army saying it's taking out rocket launchers in the homes of senior Hamas members. Hamas rejected the ceasefire agreement Egypt proposed, but now the group, which the U.S. classifies as a terrorist organization, has put forward its own ideas for a truce. Meanwhile, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says Israel has the right to pursue its military campaign until it has peace and quiet from Hamas rockets.
This is news on the Blaze Radio Network.
Everyone is making the switch to the Blaze to make it their source for the truth. Why not make it your source for the truth? Make theblaze.com your homepage for news that the other outlets won't even touch. Subscribe to The Blaze TV at theblaze.com/TV or on Dish Network and get access to original programming like For the Record, the show that exposes what's really going on that the government doesn't want you to know. And Real News, the daily conversation on the topics of the day that matter most. Check out the Blaze Radio Network at theblaze.com/radio with original shows like Buck Sexton, The Morning Blaze with Doc Thompson, Pat and Stu, and Jay Severin. Or, if you need something to hold in your hands, subscribe to the Blaze magazine. So basically, anywhere you need to go, you can take the truth with you by taking the Blaze with you. This is the Blaze. Truth lives here. So just to recap, anywhere you need to go, you can take the truth with you by taking the Blaze with you. Find out all the ways at theblaze.com.
The Blaze Radio News on KLZ 560 The Source.
You're listening to the Experience Pros radio show brought to you by Mass Mutual Colorado. Experience Pros, where business revolutionaries Angel Tuccy and Eric Reamer, best-selling authors of Lists That Save My Business and founders of Experience Pros University, are inspiring you to get your business right. Let's join Angel and Eric for today's program.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Thanks for taking time out of your day to join us for ours. We're here to remind you that small business is big business. Your business is our business. Story in the news in Seattle. I think I connect with this because it resonates with me on a very harmonic level, and I'm not the only one. I am freaked out over spiders. You know what I mean?
Okay, so what's the question?
No question. In the news in Seattle, a man actually set his house on fire trying to kill a spider with a can of spray paint and a match. I'm thinking, that makes sense to me.
You think you might accidentally light your place on fire?
I don't want to,
in the attempt to kill a spider.
I don't think he wanted to light his house on fire, but he wanted to remove the threat. Spider.
Well, all right.
It's got 8 legs.
There's a lot of them. I actually had a bin, a little plastic tub, that you put ice in and soda bottles and stuff for a party.
Yeah.
In my basement that apparently is a spider trap.
Ugh.
There were 4 spiders in this bin. 4.
Alive?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, apparently I created a spider trap. I did not try to light it on fire. I just took it outside and turned it upside down, hoping they would all just go away.
You carried 4 spiders?
I did, aren't you?
Oh, no.
You're brave.
This is where we get out the blowtorch.
No. They were. It was plastic, and so I think it was a little too slippery for them to escape or something. I don't know. I have no idea how I created a spider trap. I would never do it again. The bin is now outside permanently because if it attracts the spiders and collects the spiders, Angel's not a happy girl. So it is now outside, but I carried it outside.
Oh, that would never happen. No.
No. So, yeah, burning your house down. Not a good way to get rid of the spider. You know what? My friend said they just spray Windex on them.
I don't know if that works at all either.
They said it does.
It just makes them clean. Speaking about iffy decisions, you heard about Claire Leeson, didn't you? Claire? She says, when I get my Kimmy on, I feel like I'm unstoppable and untouchable. I feel like no one can stop me and I can make something of myself. I feel strong. I feel like I've built enough confidence to love myself a little bit more. This is why Claire Leeson decided she was going to spend $30,000 on cosmetic surgeries and alterations so that she could look like Kim Kardashian.
She needs mental help.
She had her teeth whitened. She had her enhanced. And, yeah.
Does she look like her?
She also wears bum padding.
Well, I think we should all wear bum padding. I think it would be far more comfortable to sit on.
Yeah, apparently.
It's like bringing our own cushion to the stadium.
Yeah.
No?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Claire Leeson.
The whole... Yeah.
Now, Jimmy Fallon was funny last night. He was talking about this story, and he says, did you hear about the lady who dropped $30,000 to look like Kim Kardashian? Her name is Kim Kardashian. That's funny. All right. Well, we got a great show for you, folks. More positive business talk coming up. You are listening to Angel and Eric, and right now, we look like ourselves, not Kim Kardashian, on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
Camp Experience has a schedule full of keynote presentations, workshops, networking activities, boutique shopping, spa services, and amazing adventures. Workshops include topics such as leadership, success skills, creative thinking, and optimum health. Sign up at campexperience.com for a one-of-a-kind annual retreat on September 19th through 21st at Cheyenne Mountain Resort. Sign up today at campexperience.com.
Let's face it, gout's a pain. It's not just a pain in the body, it's a pain where it hurts most, your wallet. Gout sufferers miss work because they can't walk or type. Get the Kill Your Gout for Good video-based program right now and end the pain, embarrassment, and loss of income once and for all. Get Burt Middleton's special price offer by visiting his listing on the Extreme Customer Service Directory found online at experiencepros.com. The pain is all you've got to lose. Click on Colorado, search for Burt, that's B-E-R-T, and get the gout out.
Run a business and have a life. You got into business so you could enjoy life, and Employer Essentials can help. They keep up with the ever-changing payroll and employment laws and requirements, as well as all those employee management issues. Employer Essentials is the answer you've been looking for to add payroll and HR solutions that offer you peace of mind and the time to do what you want to do. Employer Essentials, Denver's trusted local payroll and HR provider for 15 years. EmployerEssentials.com or 303-734-9436.
Would you know what to do if a coworker started to feel dizzy and complain of chest pains? Starting CPR while waiting for an ambulance to arrive can double the chance of the victim's survival. Safety Solved can help. We provide customized on-site training, including both professional and basic CPR, AED, and first aid, with American Red Cross and American Heart Association trainings. We also facilitate first aid kit and AED equipment programs. Let us make your safety and wellness programs complete. Call today, 303-257-9589. That's 303-257-9589. Or online at safety-solved.com.
Nyland's Collision Center is an award-winning body shop that takes great care of you and your car. This matters when your insurance company wants to take shortcuts. Nyland's Collision Center only uses manufactured parts. This matters when a cheap, ill-fitting part is available. At Nyland's, it matters. If it's not perfect, it's not leaving. 303-761-9219. 303-761-9219.
Hi, ladies. This is Angel, and I want to let you in on one of my favorite fashion secrets. It's my eyelashes. That's right, my eyelashes. I've been going to Carabella's studio for a full year, and ever since then, I've had nothing but compliments on my eyelash extensions from my friend Reggie at Carabella's studio. And my favorite part? No more daily hassle of applying and removing mascara. And all of the compliments I get. Get yours today. Call Carabella's studio today at 303-909-9585. That's 303-909-9585. And to ask for the Angel Eyes offer and get your new lashes for only $150. 303-909-9585.
Revitalize, release stress, and empower with Karen Corona's healing and transformational programs. Karen is a master healer and a teacher with 30 years experience providing holistic healing treatments, coaching, yoga, meditation classes, and retreats. Receive the healing inner tools you need to achieve your goals. Call Karen today and get started. 303-725-1119. That's 303-725-1119. Mention this ad and receive a free yoga class or a $150 coupon toward her upcoming healing and transformational retreat in October, set in the lovely Nuevo Vallarta, Mexico. Call today, 303-725-1119, or visit online at KarenCorona.com.
The Dennis Miller Show, 10 o'clock tonight on KLZ 560.
The Experience Pros radio show, where small business is big business and your business is our business. Follow them on twitter.com/experiencepros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
All the small things, true care, truth brings.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Very nice to have you along with us today. Hey, let's go back to our conversation about how to spice up your social media content and different ways you can kind of, make it relevant and interesting and maybe even engage a new element of a different audience.
You know what? I think that being interesting and engaging a new audience is what we're all after, right? I mean, we want to keep the people we already have, but is there a way that we can grow that and expand it?
But this is why I bring the amazing news stories that I do at some of the top of the hours, so that we can attract a new audience.
Could you stop it?
No.
That's not amazing.
We recommend that you celebrate odd holidays.
You brought a story about somebody wearing butt padding.
No, I brought a story. It's a business story. It's a $30,000 business
Oh, because there's
story.
a price tag, we can share butt padding
It's
and
commerce.
call it amazing?
It's not butt padding. It's somebody wants to be like Kim Kardashian.
Okay, and how is this relevant?
It is relevant because it's in the news.
What's the purpose? Like, what can we take from that and go, oh, well, maybe we should have a product that is all about Kim Kardashian.
You don't know how many people listening right now want to look like you.
Me?
You! If you didn't get that, then you're probably sliding down the scale of minus 10 to 6. You're probably getting sick again.
I wonder if I could dress up and look like you.
Sure you could. Let's start with your
Who would
hair.
I look like? Who would I look like? Would I really look like you if I had the bald head?
Yeah, let's start with your hair. Let's find out.
No, I'm just gonna wear a thing.
A thing?
Yeah. The thing on the head that makes it look like I'm bald. Looks like I'm bald. I'm dressing up. I'm not gonna really live my life looking like you.
Why not? All right. Celebrate odd holidays. Did you know that, today, we could talk about today. Did you know that today is Corn Fritters Day?
Again. Eric.
No, Eric. Listen. Because, look, tomorrow, here, I'll make it more relevant for you. Tomorrow is Peach Ice Cream Day.
Okay, so I like ice cream. I don't have a thing against corn fritters, and I don't have a thing especially for Peach Ice Cream Day. How is this helpful?
Here's Angel's post on the Experience Pros Radio Show. Hey, did you know that it's Peach Ice Cream Day? We think that our customers are peachy too. And by the way, my next business is going to be called Peach Pit Productions.
Oh, I could use that.
No, you can't. That's mine.
No, I so totally could use that.
Yeah. See, there's all kinds of things.
Okay, so taking something that's...
Pick a holiday.
in the news or that's relevant or current events, and branding and connecting and sharing that. I get that. That's and there's always something to find. But I would ask you to refrain from using the word amazing when you share about the news stories.
You're talking about hyping things up beyond.
Because we do. Like, if everything's amazing, then nothing's amazing.
You're amazing.
So it means I'm not.
Oh, no, it does not.
Because I just said if everything is, then nothing is, and then you say that I am, and so now that means that I'm not.
You think that what you say makes it so? Oh, we're playing the telephone game again, aren't we? That's what I thought. All right, here's another way to spice up your interaction and engagement on your social media posts. Promote or offer a free download.
Oh, a free download.
Sure.
I got one today.
You did?
I did.
Did you download it?
I did.
See?
Yes.
It works.
Sometimes. Here's the thing with the free download, and I don't know, does everybody feel this way? I download, which means I have to fill in the form, I have to give my name, and I have to give my email address. And I always have this moment of hesitation. Do I really want to give them my email address? Do you ever feel that way? Like, do I want the download.
Right. But
what's it going to cost me in the future? Today,
2.5 years of nonstop solicitations.
It is. It is. And so, I don't know. I get it, and I think that it's effective because we will, and maybe we are your target audience. I just think, Eric, I just think there's got to be a better way.
All right.
But if the idea is that you're capturing emails and you're trying to build a database, then absolutely do that because it is effective and you will get emails and you will build a list. But the idea of, do I always have to give you my email address for that first free download? Can we just...
You want something for nothing. This is the fair trade exchange.
Yeah, it's...
This is the exchange rate, Angel. You're going to have to get over it. And every marketer out there will tell you that's the cost for free.
Well, but if you really did win me over, I'll come back.
Oh, sure,
but couldn't we date a little bit before I have to jump in and commit to being...
You don't have to commit to anything. You don't have to buy anything.
No, I have to give you my email address.
That's exactly right, because you're getting something for free. No such thing as free.
Okay, I didn't ask for it for free. You said, here's your free thing.
And you clicked on it because you wanted it.
I did.
Okay,
and then,
if you want it, you give it up.
But it's not really free if it costs me something.
You give it up.
Give what up? My email address?
Yes. All right, and you girls, you specialize in this idea. It's called teaser content. You're posting a link to a blog post. Don't reveal the punchline. This will usually increase your click-throughs.
They're all the videos now. I couldn't believe this is what happened.
Oh, yeah, right. It was amazing.
Yeah, it's not.
This made me laugh out loud. I almost died laughing.
Yeah.
Yeah. It worked.
There's several videos of I couldn't believe what happened next.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the phrase, and that's how they tease you, the hook that they get you into. And it sometimes works. Sometimes works. Not always.
All right.
We're on to you.
You're on to me. All right, folks, when we come back, business tips and insights on the next segment of the Experience Pros radio show.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
Do you want to meet some new people, make some great connections, and network with other business owners? Call me, Penny, today at 303-220-0366 or go to theconnectingexperts.com. Connecting people to people.
3 major networks have joined forces to create one epic event to keep your business on track through the summer. On July 31st, join the Connecting Experts, Experience Pros radio show, Infinite Nation, and the best professionals in Denver at the Inverness Hotel from 4 to 7 p.m. You'll be networking, connecting, and keeping your goals on track. Vendors can sign up to participate for only $249 by calling Penny at 303-220-0366. That's 303-220-0366. And tickets for the Epic Summer Summit are $25. They can be purchased online at infinitenation.com. We'll see you at the Epic Summer Summit on July 31st.
When you need a medical expert witness or someone to consult in your medical cases, you need MediPro Solutions. Let's face it, attorneys are busy and typically don't have the time to research the details of the medical aspects of every case. At MediPro Solutions, your medical legal consulting firm, they take care of every detail, leaving you and your lawyers to focus on the law. MediPro Solutions is owned and operated by licensed and board-certified physicians. When your case is on the line, call MediPro Solutions, 303-502-6735. That's 303-502-6735. Or online at MediProSolutions.com.
Cheers, Experience Pro listeners. My name is Lisa Voss, and I'm the owner of the Denver area Tilted Kilt Pub and Eateries. I'd like to personally invite you to join us for a quick and delicious lunch at the Kilt. Our food is made from scratch and served in one of the warmest and friendliest establishments in Denver. Join us on Mondays for our $10 steak special, or on Tuesdays for our $5 build-your-own burger with fries. Join us for lunch at either location, downtown on the 16th Street Mall or in the Denver Tech Center on Bellevue and Ulster. Tilted Kilt, where cold beer never tasted so good.
If selling is important to your bottom line in business, and it is, then how you sell is more important than what you sell. If your sales approach is old school and outdated, you're leaving money on the table. Sales expert Liz Wendling will absolutely help you update your sales language and transform your sales results. Stop sounding like everyone else in your industry and stand out, not blend in. Liz can show you how. Every minute you delay, you're losing money. Call Liz Wendling today, 303-988-9157, or visit online at evolvedselling.com.
Leaders, listen up. You want to get the very best from your people, and See It Thrive can help. Address personnel challenges with confidence and unleash the best performance out of your organization, team, or individuals. See It Thrive helps you realize the possibilities of your team coming together as an unstoppable force. Reduce conflict and empower transformation. Because you work with people, make the courageous choice to see it thrive. Call Sue Kenfield today at 303-791-2807. That's 303-791-2807. Discover and sign up for upcoming workshops at seeitthrive.com.
Hi, I'm Angie Austin with the Good News with Angie Austin. That's me. Please join me right here on this station, KLZ, for the Good News on Sundays at 8 a.m.
The Experienced Pros want to help you get your business right. Have you joined the revolution? Visit meetup.com/The Revolution and become a business revolutionary. And now, back to Eric and Angel on the Experienced Pros radio show.
What are you waiting for? It's the Experience Pros radio show, the most positive hour of your work week. And guess what? It's time for business tips and insights.
Absolutely. This business tip is brought to you by ALMC Mortgage, where all loans must close.
And they do. Cheryl Braunschweiger is amazing. She really is the real amazing.
See, now you're going to be...
No, she's amazing.
Well, she truly is.
Right?
And
okay, so you concede you agree.
You should reserve the word amazing when you talk about Cheryl, not your news stories.
I said you were amazing.
They are different. They are absolutely different. And one of the things we love about Cheryl Braunschweiger with ALMC Mortgage is that she has a blog with great answers, quick and easy answers, to help you with any part of your mortgaging, financing, refinancing of your home loan. And the blog is called Cheryl Answers. You can find her online at CherylAnswers.com. You can also get to it from her website, almcmortgage.com. But on her blog, she does these quick little, just short, quick, and easy answers about buying a house. And somebody had asked, Sarah asked, should I buy a fixer-upper if I can't afford the house of my dreams? And we all have our dream house on our vision board, right?
Absolutely.
You know, it's got the turrets and the wraparound porch and the beautiful lawn and the landscaping. And
well, Sarah, I'd like to answer that question before Cheryl gets to it. The answer is absolutely, because I feel as a getting older, middle-aged man, I am a fixer-upper, and you should go buy that right now.
Oh, this is personal for you.
Well, it could be.
Because you're not that bright, new, shiny penny
I certainly
anymore.
am nobody's dream boy.
Well, but are you fixable? And here's the answer. So what Cheryl says is there's a lot to consider when you're thinking about doing this. Yes, the purchase price might be lower.
Sure.
You might get Eric for a bargain.
You know.
But you need to factor in the costs of fixing this up. Are you really fixable?
Sure.
Or maybe is it just aesthetics, or is the foundation correct?
Are we still talking about the house?
Uh-huh.
Okie dokie.
Uh-huh. Can you live in the house while the work is being done? Can you live with him while you're fixing him up?
Can you, this got turned upside down for me. Can you do the work yourself, or do you need to hire somebody? Right?
Right.
Like a therapist.
Like a therapist.
Yeah.
There's a lot of features to consider. Unless the changes are minor, don't guess at the fix-up cost. Have a contractor or another knowledgeable person give you an estimate of what needs to be done.
By the way, the FHA does have special loans called 203K loans that are specifically designed for people who are buying a fixer-upper. So the bottom line, talk to Cheryl.
Talk to Cheryl if you're thinking about buying a fixer-upper, and she will help you come up with the best solution for you. Cheryl Braunschweiger at almcmortgage.com, or call her at 303-696-6933.
ALMC, all loans must close.
And they do. All right, so your accounts receivables, when our next business tip comes to us from Riviera Finance, where we say, if you don't know Riviera Finance,
you don't know Jack Loudon. Hi, Jack.
Hello there.
Hello, Jack.
Oh.
How are you guys doing today?
Doing fantastic, man. How you doing?
Good, thank you.
Yeah.
How's your cash flow?
Ours is doing fantastic. How's everybody else's?
It's tight, especially if you're growing.
Yeah.
And you want to continue. Rapid growth can put a damper on your cash flow.
It seems like everybody is having cash flow issues these days, and it's not that we're not making money. We haven't done the job. We haven't sold it. Like, we're busy. We're doing it, and business is booming, but getting the invoices to get paid is a little slower.
Absolutely. Sometimes when you're in a growth mode, waiting that 30, 60, 90 days to get paid for your services that you've already provided can be difficult. To make payroll, to buy raw materials, to just grow.
Now, Jack, you actually specialize in a few different industries who really do have these lengthier net payroll, accounts receivables timelines, right?
Well, yeah, a lot of transportation, a lot of trucking companies. We probably, as a company, buy 30,000 freight bills a month from freight factoring types of things. The trucker has to get gas and go pick up the next load and things like that, and cash becomes a problem. Staffing companies, your temporary staffing companies, is a big business, and cash flow can be a big problem with temporary staffing. You're building out, but yet you got to make payroll every week.
Sure.
Anything in the oil and gas side, Anadarko and Noble Energy, 90 days is the norm.
Wow.
And just anything in the service industry is a good client for us, and we're a good fit for them because the margins are there, and the myth of factoring is it's way expensive, but it's really 3 to 5% on the invoice. And like I've always told, ask a business owner, if you called XYZ company today and said, "Pay me tomorrow, and I'll knock 3 to 5% off the invoice," would you do that?
In a heartbeat.
Yeah, to get it paid.
10 times they'll say yes.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the way it works.
And Jack, I want to zoom in on that for just a second. That 3 to 5% is really not outrageous. It's a little more than it would be if it were a credit card or something like that, where you get the instant access to the capital. Maybe a little more expensive, but not a lot more expensive. And you're talking about, in many cases, tens of thousands of dollars.
Exactly. And the benefit of using us is you can pick and choose. So you don't have to submit every single invoice with us.
Oh.
So you can pick and choose which ones you want to take that 3 to 5% on, and you can always build it into, if you're especially in the service industry, you can build that fee into your fee as well. But and I have companies that do that, especially a lot of staffing companies that do that as well. But we give you the freedom to control those fees, because you can submit whatever invoice you want. We don't necessarily have to take them, because we're going to run the credit check on them and establish a credit limit on our client.
Which we don't do ourselves usually.
Exactly.
We're running these free loans for them. We don't run a credit check on them.
No, most business owners are giving out an unsecured loan for their service.
Yeah, they don't think of it that way, but boy, that is the net effect, isn't it?
Exactly. And then they're also spending the money on having somebody in their accounts receivables department calling and hey, I'm looking for a check on this invoice, I'm looking for a check on that invoice. So
we were talking about,
you just outsource it.
Talking about the different industries that you serve, and many truckers, many of them sound like big, huge operations, but in fact, you can help the little guy too, right?
Absolutely. We specialize in startup. And in today's banking errors, if you are a fairly new company, have not been in business 2 years, they're going to want 2 years of business tax returns and things like that before they'll even talk to you about a loan.
Right.
Whereas we specialize in a startup or the small to mid-sized business. Small to mid-sized business is our wheelhouse. That's what we built our company on starting back in 1969, is to work specifically with the small to mid-sized business, startup, small, mid-size. We can do the big large corporations, but 90% of what we do is usually around $50,000 to $70,000 a month in invoices.
Well, the nice thing is, though, Jack, is, we're thinking, well, yeah, we need cash flow, and so let's go get a loan, and yet we've got these accounts receivables sitting in. If we were to look at our accounts receivables balance and say, if I just had that money, it's my money, I've already gone and earned it.
Correct.
In the bank.
So basically, we're going to finance you without you, Eric, Angel, without you creating more debt.
Right.
Because the money's already owed. If you go to a bank, guess what? You just created debt for your balance sheet.
Yeah. No new debt. No new debt this way.
That's exactly right.
I love that. Well, look at your accounts receivables balance. Look at that number. Imagine it being in your checking account tomorrow, in your bank account tomorrow, and having all of your companies gone through a credit check, make sure that they're good for the payments and good to do business with. Check out Riviera Finance, rivierafinance.com. Jack, how do they contact you directly in the tech center?
Certainly, it's 303-409-7706. They can always reach me by email at jlouden, Louden, at rivierafinance.com.
I love it. Well, we always say, if you don't know Riviera Finance,
you don't know Jack.
Thanks, guys. Have a great day.
Thank you. We appreciate you. Hey, folks, when we come back, we're celebrating the birthday of your two daughters, Lauren and Alicia. They're 21 years old. Back in the day, did you read to them?
I did every day.
When they were little girls?
Yeah, I read to them even before they were born, every single night. I actually read to them until they were 8 years old, and then they started reading to me.
Well, we're going to find out if you did it right in our next segment. We've got the expert on how to read to your kids. Yes? How? Next.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
Where do you go when the bank says no? Every business needs money, and yours is probably no different. What's that you say? Your bank backed out on a commitment to you? Our friend Steve Replin has the answers to your financial questions. Steve's new book, Where to Go When the Bank Says No, is the authoritative guide to finding you the money you need now. Where to Go When the Bank Says No, available right now at hardmoneybooks.com. That's hardmoneybooks.com. Where do you go when the bank says no? hardmoneybooks.com.
If printing is an essential part of your business day, then RMK Cartridge is your lifeline to success. Hi, this is Eric, and Angel and I wouldn't think of running our business without having RMK Cartridge on our speed dial. Remanufactured ink and toner cartridges are just the beginning. Free delivery and award-winning service coupled with 30 to 50% savings over original manufacturer products means that we're saving time, money, and space in the landfill all at once. Treat your printer to the best. Contact the guys at RMK Cartridge at 303-781-2076 or on the web at rmkcartridge.com.
Can you imagine going an entire day without your phone or computer? Crazy, right? How else would you communicate with your team, contact that client, or even get paid? Absolutely nothing happens when you don't have technology in your lap. Even a slow-running computer can stall your progress, and when your software doesn't sync, nothing seems to work out. You've got a technology partner like no other with C2 Computer Consulting. C2 is your business pain reliever. Solve your pain. Call C2 at 303-933-1113.
Tell your staff to tune in daily to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Business training and inspiration from national experts are here for you every day on the Experience Pros Radio Show. Start your week off by learning a great new business skill. Tune in midweek to boost your positive attitude and be sure to always end your week with Fan Dragon Friday. The Experience Pros Radio Show is here for you every day, changing the way people treat people in business. Join the revolution and tune in to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Weekday business training designed to inspire you to get your business right.
Make sure your marketing strategy includes search engine optimization and contact Colorado SEO at coloradoseo.com. You'll find a team of experts who have been connecting consumers online since 1996. You've created a commodity. Now get found. coloradoseo.com. coloradoseo.com or call 303-990-5934. Remember, billions are searching. Will they find you?
Design, implement, and support. If you have a computer, a cell phone, or a tablet, you have a network. Hi, this is Eric, and I've got great news for you. Your network has a guy. For the last 15 years, Brad Binkley of Binkley IT has served his clients without killing their budget. Brad can effectively manage a network of up to 50 computers, typically for about 2 to 4 hours a week. Huge savings, no sacrifice. Call Brad today for your next IT partner, 720-254-1057. That's 720-254-1057. Binkley IT, solving the IT puzzle, one piece at a time.
Is your financial plan out of tune? Listen to The Source, 560 AM KLZ, Saturdays at 8:30 AM to Financially Tuned with Steve Hansen to get everything perfectly tuned.
The Experience Pros Radio Show, home of the original Fan Braggin' Fridays. Take just 20 seconds to become a revolutionary by sharing a Fan Braggin' story of great customer service on Facebook.com/Experience Pros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Teach your children well. Their fathers help.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Listen, we all love kids, and you know, we'd like to read to our kids, but reading, just in general, has changed since your kids were kids.
Oh my gosh, absolutely.
The digital
age has changed so much. In fact, I came down a couple weeks ago. My daughter's sitting at the breakfast table, and she was actually reading a book, like a book, like a paper book.
Right.
And it was an unusual sight to see because she usually has an electronic device in front of her. She's got her Nook. She's reading online. She's reading digitally. And we know that as parents, we want our children to read, to love to read. There's so many benefits to that. But with the digital age, is it really, how impactful is this going to be on our children coming up? So we brought in Jason Boog. He's the author of Born Reading, Bringing Up Bookworms in a Digital Age. Jason, welcome to the Experience Pros Radio Show.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Jason, fantastic to have you on. Let's talk a little bit about how we used to read to our kids. And I'm going to be very honest and transparent here. We start off and we read the picture book, and we read every single page. And then, again, they ask us to do it again. Right, so we read every single page, and then pretty soon after about the 20th reading, we're skipping pages, right? Because they're kids, they don't know.
They do know.
They do.
You skipped a page, Daddy.
They bust us. Yeah. What's going on with today? I mean, today, do you have to have animation in order to read to your kids?
Oh, no. I think as long as you have a kid who is born reading, who is born with parents who want to be reading to them from infancy onward, I think books are going to play a very important role in their lives. I think the really important thing when you have that book in front of them is to practice interactive reading. That's what my whole book focuses on. It's making sure the child's participating in that experience with you. So as you turn the pages, you're asking questions.
Oh, so you ask them questions like, well, what color is that yellow horse?
Oh yeah, that's like the most primary way to do it. And even if they can't speak, when my daughter was very young, I'd say, hey, what sound does that kitten make, or what sound does that cow make? And she would chime in. And as they grow older, they get used to just answering you and responding and interacting while reading a book. And now I can say something like, why do Frog and Toad need willpower? And she can actually give me a pretty good answer. She's just about 4 years old now. So it's really cool to watch that evolve. And just that process of interacting with your child while reading a book, it will raise their IQ by more than 6 points, and that number has just flabbergasted me.
Wow.
Just from reading to them. Well, we were big readers when my kids were little, and Jason, we read to them every night, also throughout the day, but bedtime was especially reading time where we would spend time together. And then when they got to a point, then they were reading books to us because they could read, and so it changed a little bit, and it's always even still a special time for us. But now it's a lot different with the digital age. Like, I had some of our favorite picture books that were, the kids would go and they'd go to the bookshelf and they'd pull them off the shelf and they're looking at all the choices and they're, like, just picking the book was a big process. Well, now, are they all, if we're going to the digital age, are we losing? Is it a big deal that we've lost that, or is that okay?
I think it's seductive. I think parents have to be very careful. These devices, they market themselves as interactive. And, that word is very important to me. But what I see the experience they give most kids, if you're reading a book on a device, is it's solitary. That kid is going to sit by themselves. My daughter loves the iPad. I let her have about less than a half an hour a day on it. But she would sit there all day, not eating, not doing anything. I've seen her drool before while using it. And it's just like they have no off switch. And so it's like you want to make sure that having a device in your home, letting your child read digital books, is not sacrificing that interactive reading experience, that experience of reading with another person. And if the device is making too many solitary reading experiences, especially at those young ages, I really fear that we're losing something crucial to our children's development.
You say that solitary thing. I remember my kids we would read the same book over and over and over, 20 times in a night, again, more. And I always wanted to read a different book, but they always wanted the same 2 or 3 books. Is that all right?
No, it's totally fine. What you're doing when you are reading to them, our brains are hardwired. They turn on when a human voice is interacting with us that way. And a book, like, every time you're reading that over and over, you're plugging in new words, you're carving new neural pathways, you're making their brain grow and change by that reading experience. And I spoke to a neurologist about that, and he said a recorded voice on an app or a video or anyone else reading you a book on a recorded medium is just not the same. Our brains don't respond to a recorded voice the same way.
Interesting.
Jason, you in your book, you talk a little bit about seeking out learning apps that are going to help rather than hinder your intellectual growth. Can you share a couple of those apps that maybe have been positive for you?
Yep, I'm going to sound like a broken record here, but it's really, I looked over and over for the apps that will have an interactive relationship with the parents. So Sesame Street Family Time is my favorite example. It's an app. I can pull it out at a restaurant or on an airplane or wherever we are. I pull it out, and if my daughter is fidgeting, I can say, here, let's play Sesame Street Family Play. And she turns it on, and she can push the buttons, and then a Sesame Street character will tell her a game that we can play, but it's not a video game. It's a game that we can play in real life. It'll say, do you have a pair of socks? And if you have a pair of socks, you can play, like, basketball with a pair of socks, or there's doodle games. There's all these things you can do with things in real life with your parent, and we have so much fun. And for whatever reason, because it comes from this magical device, my daughter is 10 times more excited about those games than if Daddy had said, hey, let's play that doodle game.
We could totally do that on this radio show.
That does sound like fun.
Do you have a coffee cup? If you do,
this is what
you're helping us, Jason. The book is called Born Reading, Bringing Up Bookworms in a Digital Age, from picture books to ebooks and everything in between. This just went on sale, right?
Yeah, yesterday. I'm really excited. I really feel like it's almost a public health issue at this point to just really raise awareness that we need to have these interactive reading relationships with our kids.
I love it. And you said your daughter is 4?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it was a really cool experience. I mean, I literally wrote this book as she grew up. So she was my guinea pig, and I became a much better father. I had more than 50 different experts telling me how to be a better father the whole time. So it was a really cool experience.
Totally beats my situation. I have 50 different sisters, brothers, and aunts and uncles. Just one last question for you, Jason Boog, the author of Born Reading. Why do Frog and Toad need willpower?
Well, you see, they made these cookies, right? And they were very delicious cookies, and they don't want to keep eating them and eating them and eating them. But you can get a tummy ache. You can get overweight. A lot of bad things can happen if you eat too many cookies. So they had to learn willpower. But between you and me, they end up throwing them to the birds, which is not the best solution for getting willpower.
That's a great answer, Jason. Where do we find a copy of your book, Born Reading?
It's on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and at bookstores all around the country. So you should be able to find it. And libraries. You can always look at your local library. I've been working with a lot of different great librarians to make sure this book's out there.
I love it. I love it. We'll make sure that you raise your own bookworms. Get a copy of Jason's book, Born Reading. I did. I was able to pull it up really quickly on Amazon. Congratulations to you for being a brand new author, for being and just for being an involved daddy. We appreciate you so much.
Oh, thank you. It's really great to talk to parents who care.
Absolutely. And speaking of parents who care, when we come back, we're going to talk to you about 21 things you probably didn't know that your iPhone could do. Coming up next on the Experience Pros Radio Show.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
You want your family photos, sports memorabilia, or art framed? I'm Brian Hart, owner of Framed Art. At Framed Art, we truly care about what you're bringing in. Whether you're framing a picture of your children or a large order for your company, we are set up to handle anything. As a 2-time Channel 7 A-List award winner, you can trust us with your framing needs. Call me, Brian Hart, right now, 303-722-1525. That's 303-722-1525, and let me know what you need framed.
Stop calling around looking for the best mortgage rates and call ALMC Mortgage. ALMC Mortgage matches you with the right mortgage for your needs every single time. Now's the right time to finance. Call ALMC Mortgage today at 303-696-6933. 303-696-6933. Check out today's current rates and questions you should ask about your mortgage at almcmortgage.com. almcmortgage.com.
LMB number 100020432, NMLS number 266695. You can check the licensing status of your mortgage loan originator at dora.state.co.us.
Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe is the official fitness sponsor of the Experience Pros radio show. This is Angel, and Orange Theory is the energizing group fitness concept that is sweeping the nation. Experience the orange effect at the location Eric and I work out at. It's Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road. You'll see more energy, visible toning, and extra calorie burn for up to 36 hours after your workout. Call for a free Saturday session at 303-645-4290. That's 303-645-4290. We'll see you at Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road.
Attention business owners. If you're waiting 30 to 60 days or more to get paid, Riviera Finance can turn your invoices into immediate cash flow. Let them help. Their process is simple and no debt is created. Riviera Finance is located right here in Denver. They've been helping companies across the U.S. for over 40 years. So if you bill on credit but need better cash flow, call Jack Loudon at Riviera Finance now at 303-409-7706. That's 303-409-7706. Or visit RivieraFinance.com.
Testosterone therapy. We've all heard about the benefits, but which method is safe? Hi, this is Dr. Gary Donovitz. At BioT Medical, we've developed the most effective way to balance your hormones. And unlike synthetic shots, gels, and creams that come with many negative and dangerous side effects, bioidentical natural testosterone pellets are safe and beneficial to the heart, bones, brain, and prostate. Go to biotmedical.com. That's BIOTE medical.com. BioT, the right choice, the safe choice.
Networking is full of myths. Bring lots of business cards. Be sure to meet at least 10 new people. Have your 30-second sales pitch ready. Your network is your net worth, but only if you're networking with your A-team. Take the guesswork out of your networking by joining Extreme Relationship Management. It's transforming the way people are networking. It's way more fun than drive-by networking and doesn't waste your time handing out...
So that you could shake your phone and it would offer you to cancel your text.
I did not know that.
Right?
Really?
Shake to undo.
Oh, shake to undo.
Give a little phone a little shake, like you're making a martini. It's going to ask you if you'd like to undo the action. Cheers.
Wow. Oh, I did not know it did that.
Just delivered. I did.
Okay.
Actually, Terry Fox.
Shaking it undoes.
Mm-hmm. So, you, Angel, often have need to recharge your battery.
Right, because I do it during the day.
Typically in the middle of the workday. Typically, right.
I know. It takes me a couple of hours, but
No, wait. It takes you what?
A couple of hours.
Wouldn't you like to do it faster? I know you would.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Recharge your battery faster by switching it to airplane mode.
Oh, I'd heard that. I
Right.
heard that. Your iPad too
Mhm.
recharges faster if you switch it to airplane
Because you
mode.
turn off the battery draining wireless and cellular access, and it allows you to charge twice as fast.
Twice as fast.
Right.
All right, fascinating. That's
Right.
fast. Okay, airplane mode when I recharge, and it'll be fast. That probably is really helpful when you're doing it in the car too, because a lot of times we'll plug in the car. You might have 20 minutes in the car, and so if you put it on airplane mode
Right.
while you're in the car charging, two things happen. One, you won't get any text messages while driving.
Right.
No phone calls, nothing will come in while you're driving, and you probably do speed up your recharge quicker.
Absolutely.
Excellent, excellent, excellent.
There you go. Let's see if I can try this here.
What are you doing?
Talking to Siri.
Okay.
Siri, do I have any email from Angel?
There are at least 25 emails from Angel since June 1st, 2012.
25 since 2012?
Right.
Well, I don't write you very much, do I?
Read my email.
Oh, goodness.
I can do that if you update to the latest version of iOS.
No.
Siri. All right, so I don't have the right version. If you have the right version of iOS,
She'll
Siri's
read
going to
you
read your email aloud
email
for you. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Right.
Okay.
All right.
So she'll read your email?
Right.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. You want to know what planes are flying overhead? Ask Siri.
What planes are flying overhead?
Yeah. What flights are above me?
Oh, interesting.
Right.
Okay, all right. So she'll tell you.
Or you could do it like I like to do my traffic. I ask it for traffic. If you don't want to say what flights are above me, you can just ask Siri. Planes overhead.
Let me think. Here's some information.
Oh, she gave me all kinds. Southwest Airlines 2269 is 38,000 feet ahead at an angle of 25 degrees, and so on.
And so on. So
Yes.
you'll know the planes above. And this is very important.
It could be.
Mm-hmm.
Your husband could be one of those.
Well, I think if you're expecting somebody to come in or they're leaving or it's kind of fun to say I'm tracking where they're at, that's kind of cool.
Right.
That is very cool.
All right, here is the one that really got me and why I brought this to you.
Okay.
When you ask Siri to call your husband, what do you say to her?
You know what, though? She doesn't like Jay.
What do you say?
Call Jay Tuccy.
Call Jay Tuccy.
Right.
Did you know that you can teach Siri how to pronounce words?
I thought I could teach her to say, call my husband, that Jay Tuccy is my husband, but she didn't want to play when I tried to do that. So I could teach her how to pronounce Tussy.
Yes. When she says something wrong, when she mispronounces something, just tell her that's not how you pronounce Tussy, and she'll offer you alternatives.
She'll never get it. She'll never get Tussy. Nobody does. Nobody does. I get the most bizarre pronunciations of my last name. I mean, I get it all. And then Tuccy is how Siri pronounces it. My brother-in-law actually gave up on even fighting the mispronunciation of the last name because everybody called them Tucci.
Yeah.
And they just go by Tucci now.
Yeah.
They just stopped fighting it. It's not how we pronounce it, but they just gave up years ago. My nephew was in hockey, so of course, his name was on his jersey and the announcers. But if announcers could get Wah, and I mean all these sporting guys, I mean they've got some really interesting last names. If the media and the sportscasters can all get these funky last names, surely we can get Tussy.
Right. Yeah, well, it's true. Here's another one. If you hold down the capture button on your photo, your camera,
okay,
your phone will take a series of rapid shots and bursts. It's kind of helpful if you're doing something with a moving subject.
Oh, really? Because I always think it's so slow.
Right.
But it'll take like rapid fire photos?
Right.
Like, oh, that's good to know because I always think it's so slow. So you just hold down the photo picture thing?
Yes.
All right.
Apparently, I don't have the version for this next one. I'm one of those old-fashioned
I thought you were
iPhone
getting the
4S.
new phone.
I'm not getting the new phone because it isn't out yet. But when it comes out, I'm getting the.
It's not out.
But I haven't upgraded my iOS obviously to the most current because it doesn't It's a 4S. It works harder for. Anyways, did you know that you can make your iPhone speak selected text? So if you have a text, for instance, I selected the text maniacal wench. Maniacal wench, and you can ask Siri to say that out loud.
You know, I had Siri call my husband
a maniacal wench.
You dirty rat.
Is that all? Is that the end of it?
No.
I didn't think so. That's funny. You know, one of the things that you have always not cared for about the calendar feature of the iPhone is the.
I don't like it.
It's just dots, right?
It's dots.
It's just dots, right?
Oh, there's a dot. I have something on that day. No kidding.
You want to see a more detailed calendar?
I do.
Turn it to the side. Oh! What just happened there?
No way. No way. Ow.
Right?
I might have to actually use that now.
You are welcome.
I would not use the calendar that came on my phone because it would show a dot. A dot, if you have something, does not help me.
Right. Did you know that you can add web suffixes with a single tap? You know, when you're tapping in horizontal landscape mode.
No. This is new.
No, it is not.
It is, because look, I just pulled it up. It never did that before.
It's not new.
That is so new.
Do you see how old my phone is and the operating system in it? It's not new.
It's new.
Telling you.
It's new. It didn't do that before.
You're not in the month mode. You got to go into the month mode.
All I did was push on the button for the calendar, and that's what came up. I didn't even have to turn it sideways.
All right, listen up. Here's your final one, and you will thank me for this. You can customize your vibration. Yes, you heard me right.
I can customize my vibration.
Absolutely. You can change
Is it going to be like Beach Boys vibration?
You can change the vibration pattern for alerts and notifications. So if it's your husband, it'll vibrate one way.
As it should.
Just thought I'd help.
Nice.
That wasn't even all 21, but it's pretty cool.
There are a lot of features to the phones that I think that most of us are not aware of. We don't use regularly. We don't use our technology to the greatest capacity. My daughter just taught me a new swiping feature on my laptop that I can use to go back and forth between my email and my regular screens. It's fabulous because I don't know, you're just always doing something that takes just a little too much time, and now it takes less time. I'm going to go play with my phone now.
Absolutely. Hey, thanks to Terry Fox, Artesian Spring Oriental Medicine. We sure appreciate you, acupuncture, massage, and all the cool stuff up there. Happy birthday to Lauren and Alicia Tuccy. We're so grateful for you. We'll train ourselves to say it properly, we promise. And thank you for listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show. This, the most positive business talk show in America. We will be back tomorrow. Here comes that Ken guy. He's got good stuff for you.
This has been the Experience Pros Radio Show with business revolutionaries Angel Tuccy and Eric Reamer. For more information, you can contact Experience Pros by calling 720-344-2446 or visit them on the web at experiencepros.com, facebook.com/experiencepros, and twitter.com/experiencepros. What are you waiting for? Join the revolution.
KLZ 560.
A 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty on every auto repair says so much more than, if it's not right, we'll try to fix it again. A 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty tells me that this is a master mechanic whose car